There is something about Mindelo that draws you in, like a seductive magnetic force. I've left several times and been drawn back, and here I am.
The quest to create Wendy's little bar, we are getting a bunch of pallets to make some furniture, and so I found this guy who was selling these cool little stools. Talked to him, and he came over and took a look at Wendy's place, and now we're buying pallets because it's a cheap way to make things. And for $50, we bought 10 pallets. They're $5 a piece.
That's V2, a self-made carpenter and artist. When I met him, he was delivering a stool he'd made out of transport pallets. He sent me photos of work he'd done, and I was impressed. So we bought more wood, which was expensive here. Then we went up to his house, where he started to work with the help of his kids. I try to walk as much as possible to get back in shape. It's a 20-minute stroll back to the boat. There's something I've got to help with this weekend. This is Wendy's house, and this is where she wants her little cantina, where a pig used to be. But today she's preparing for special guests with the help of the neighbors and her mama, Cinda. I brought over some chicken and fruits, juices, and grog to make their versions of caipirinha. As well, Wendy got some wine she mixes with soda.
Framboesa. Moço. Bela 6 horas.
The drink has to be just right. Sweet, yet with a punch. And a punch will strike if you have too many. Like I said, it has to be just right. Then Alcinda made a wicked good garlic sauce for the grilled chicken. Everything was prepared. Alcinda got changed and the cake had arrived. Just a few minutes to relax with her grandson Claudia before her daughter comes. It was a total surprise for Jessica, pregnant and today 21. Hoje é dia especial. Te dou presente, você não vê nada igual. Olha que menina, quantos anos você tem? Sei que você tá linda e merece parabéns. The party got started with food and music. And here, unlike where I come from, people dance.
Peter had been wanting to take this boat out for a sail around the islands for a test. And there is no better place to test out a sailboat than here in Cabo Verde. We were heading for São Nicolau, about a day's sail away. But to get there, you have to get through the canal. And it was conditions as usual, rough and wet. We motor sailed, and Peter heard an unfamiliar sound. The propeller shaft was loose, so we turned around. Not to ruin the weekend, we took Peter's other lady-in-waiting, the Grand Soleil. It was ready, and we had gotten supplies and crew for a 3-day weekend excursion to São Nicolau. Our friend Brune from Peru had brought his dog Shakira. Sweet thing, and she likes my feet. Ooh, that feels good.
You making another grilled cheese?
Of course, Lily was with us, and another Canuck, Andrew. He'd like to be a sailor too, but here the sea has the better of him. When you're seasick, you tend to sleep. He got over it eventually. The sea was calm and the wind steady. Brune was always at his post and ready to act. He's a pro skipper with years of experience. A lovely person to sail with. Cool, steady, knowledgeable, and visibly well prepared for all conditions. Arriving southwest of the island, there's no more swell and enough wind to glide along the surface. Then the wind drops and you can calmly anchor. We went ashore, and me and Brune, who speak Creole, went to find what was happening on this weekend on the island. And what we found was way up here, just beneath the clouds, in a village called Ortela. They were on their last day of a 5-day annual festa. The music was calling out all over the mountain. It was one of the best and loudest sound systems I've ever heard. The band here was smooth and playing Cabo Verde favorite hits. They had just what we needed: beers, grilled meats, and the best grog of all the islands. Some had too much, like this fellow under the watchful eye of the local muscle. The music went on, and although it was pretty chilly up there, it got hotter and crazier. The music became more thundering well into the morning. We found our way back to the boat and to Mindelo, where life was coming back to normal.
No monsters, but the days and the nights. Boy, you're all that I was dreaming of. I try to run, try to hide, try to put those fears aside. But the days and the nights, you were there. I'll never find someone like you. I'll never find someone so true. Nobody like you, nobody like you. I'll never find someone like you. I'll never find someone like you. I'll never find someone so true. Nobody like you, nobody like you. I'll never find someone like
It was great to have you along in this voyage. If you enjoyed your trip, give us a like and subscribe. You really help us navigate better. Me and my boat Galopin promise you a good time every Wednesday, so welcome aboard.